Hello, and get ready to jump into the breach. So Into the Breach is the second game made by Subset Games. Yeah, you can see it right there. The same people that made FTL. FTL is one of my favorite games ever made, the Space Captain roguelike thing. And this game is also very good. I probably like FTL a little more just because of the flavor of it being kind of wacky Space Captain stuff. But the thing is, Into the Breach might be one of the best mechanically designed games ever, because it's turn-based strategy defense with really no randomness to it. I mean, there's a little bit, I'll show you as we go. It's very solid mechanically, and almost like a puzzle because you get to see everything that's going on. It's so well designed. FTL might be more fun, but this one is definitely, like, if you want to talk about like what game has the best design, this might be the best mechanically designed game. So I'm gonna just jump right in. Yeah, I know I have a current game going, but randomize, we'll pick someone else. And I'm gonna say, you're looking at all this stuff, and I'm not gonna do the same thing I did with FTL, where I went over like all the ship stuff, explaining everything. Oh, missing someone still. I'll go over the pilots eventually, maybe like my third run, but once, there's so much stuff in this game, it's not worth doing what I did with FTL, going over everything, because we'd be here forever. So let's just find a good pilot for a basic thing. We're not going to start with the bomb next. So as you saw when I started FTL, FTL, I can change my camera back. I should put it over, whoops, even this side. I think that'll work better. FTL, I did basically the entire game on easy when it first came out. Then I did most of it again on normal when Advanced Edition came out. This game, as you can see, I've not done a lot of stuff. I don't even have everyone unlocked. These gold coins are like the achievements with each squad. These 2, 3, 4s, different levels of beating the game with the squad. So I've done considerably less. This is all on normal, though I never tried easy on this. Just went straight to normal. And since I had last played, I did a stream of this already. This is a separate recording because an Advanced Edition came out for Into the Breach, and I did not know what was going on. So, kind of show you what this game is, I'm going to start with the very basic, the first group, the Rift Walkers, just to show you how this game works. So I'll just explain things as we go. From here, you can see, here's your mechs, right? Combat mech. These are the classes, not so important right now. Titan Fist. Punch someone, does 2 damage, pushes them, you can upgrade it to dash, you can upgrade it to do more damage. The Cannon Mech. You shoot it, it does a damage, it pushes. You can upgrade it for more damage. The Artillery. Shoots a spot, does a damage, pushes everything around it. You can upgrade it so buildings are immune, upgrade it to do more damage, alright? Here's our achievements, we've done them all. Here's the victory conditions. The way it works is there's 4 islands that are under attack that you're trying to defend. You defend an island, you go to the next one, defend an island. After the second island, you can go to the final area, because, enemies level up with you. So the more you go, the harder it gets. So generally, the second island is, doing it after 2 is easiest, then 3, then 4, because the enemies are getting stronger too. And finally, who is our time traveler? I realize I've just been talking about, I never actually talked about the story of this game. The basic story of Into the Breach is far future. Humanity is threatened by giant bugs called the Vec. And it's not just that they're threatening Earth, they're threatening Earth across the multiverse. People are fighting the Vec in every dimension, all the time. And this is, because, it's randomized, but it's not quite as roguelike like FTL is, but one of the things is you can level up your pilots. As you're doing stuff, you can keep one with you. We'll get more of that as we start playing. So either here's the pilot we have with us. She doesn't have any experience. So just, any pilot you choose will have a special ability. The default pilots you start with are fine. They level up. But, that's who you're bringing with you to have guaranteed. So look at your mech. This is the mech screen. Here's what you got. So Bethany Jones, she's the one we brought with us. Yeah, otherwise we have Thuy Perez and Aisha Kirk. As you can see, they level up, they can get skills. But unlike her, she has a special skill because she's, a time jumping pilot. So here's your mech. You install reactor points to, if you give it a power, you could say put it in health, put it in move. If you get 2, you can put them in dash. It works like FTL. You could put a power in here, take it out, put it in here. Just the way like the reactors work in FTL. You give it energy and then you can swap it around how you want. Yeah, that's the same. You can test the mech if you don't know what you're doing. This stuff, we'll go over as we go. Save people. That's just kind of your score. Your power grid, this is your health. If you lose all this, you lose because basically it's buildings, power plants, hospital, like all the buildings are providing power for your mechs to run. You lose enough power, your mechs don't run, no mechs, the Vec take over. Reactor cores is for upgrading, that's the energy. Reputation points is essentially currency you earn and spend after you save an island. So it's your money. All right, we're just gonna jump right in and then I'll kind of explain what all this map means. So first we're gonna start renovation complex. There's different symbols and we'll get to that. But for now, we're just gonna go in, kind of explain how the game goes and then explain stuff. Our bonus objective, we defend the armored train. We repurposed some old tank armor for our diesel locomotive, Old Horace. The Vec won't find him nearly as convenient to target. We'll see. Oh, I haven't played the basic squad in a long time. This might actually be hard. We'll see. All right. Overview of a map. They're different. Each island is kind of... This is sort of the, the grassy biome. There's the desert biome. There's the ice one. And then there's like a industrial acid biome. Mountains, if you hit them twice, they explode. These are buildings. Don't want them to get hit. Our goal on this particular map is defending the train, which will be moving. Here's the Vec. Scorpion, Scarab, Hornets, they all do different stuff. You deploy anywhere in this yellow zone. I'm just deploying right at the front. That's about it. Water, Vec they will die if they go in water. Flying Vec can, fly over it. All right. Oh, I forgot. I'm like, what? Why do I have a shield? Right, I'm using Bethany. Okay, so a lot just happened. You're like, what? Let's take a look at what we have here. Victory in 3 turns, that's just how long the map lasts. Sometimes it's 5, it's whatever. Bonus objectives, you get stuff, which I'll explain once we finish this level, because it's easier to show it when I have some. What do we have? I think everything else is, self-explanatory. We've gone over all that. It's also nice if you say, okay, I'm ready to end my turn. Like, are you sure you haven't done stuff with these guys? So every mech can move once and act once. Unless they have, there's some pilots that can do generally speaking. So we each can move once, we each can shoot once. Now, what's happening? This guy wants to attack this building for 1 damage. We will lose one of these powers. This guy's attacking our mech. We could just stay here if we wanted, because Bethany, the person I chose, she starts with a shield in whichever mech she's piloting once per, at the very start of combat. A shield will take a free hit. This guy's attacking my little tank. Not too bad, because, I've got 3 health. He's only doing 1 damage. And you're fully healed at the end of each round. Or not round. At the end of this scenario, we all get fully healed. The problem, there's a few problems. This train is trying to go this way. If it hits this guy, it's going to take damage. And we will lose one of our bonus points, because there's one for it getting across unscathed, the other one if it's not destroyed but injured. These things are where Vec will be spawning next turn. The Vec are burrowing insects. They come out of the ground. So, what are we trying to really accomplish in this turn? We don't want the train to hit this. We don't want him to hit the building. And if we can, we want stuff on top of this so that they can't spawn next turn. What's the best way to go about doing that? Well, here's the thing. If you click attack order, I said this game was kind of, the best designed mechanically, and so far it's just like, okay, you're defending stuff. The thing is, I was saying there's no random chance. you know exactly what the enemy's doing, and this will help you know exactly the order they are doing things. It's not going to matter as much for this round, but a lot of this game is about, say, positioning the enemies so they hit each other, so they kill themselves. So looking at this, you can also, there's a hotkey, so I don't have to hold on to that. First up is fire damage. No one's on fire, so we're skipping that. Next, enemies are gonna go. 'Cause you always go first, so that's why you're not in there. This guy's gonna attack 1. 2, he's gonna attack 3, he attacks 4, the train moves up. And then finally, enemies emerge. So we know that if we shoot him, we push him 1. Let's do that. We can't move after we act. You always have to move first and then act. But so, what do we do with that? A, we know that he's going to attack before the train moves. So he's not going to hit the train. He's not going to be in the way of the train. That's good. Also, he's now on top of this spawning tile. So next turn, he will, you know, the way it's going to work is everything's going to happen. He's going to attack. He's going to stay right there. At the end of the turn, enemies spawn. It gets me, whoop. It will hit him, kill him, because he only has 1 health, and it will block the spawn. Pretty good. All right, that's one problem taken care of. This guy, he's kind of a problem. Now, we can't move our guy up to punch. This is sort of a melee mech. You know, and these are ranged. All right, what can we do with melee guy? Well, we can move him so he doesn't get shot. All right, let's, you know, do that. Now, we could punch this guy, kill him, but we don't want to do that, right? We want to stop the guy from spawning. So let's punch that guy. He's dead. All right, that's, you know, a few things accounted for, but what about him attacking this building? Well, we know the way this guy's gun works, I, you know, showed you at the beginning. It shoots and hits a tile for 1 damage and then shoves everything around it. Okay, so we have 2 options. We shoot it here onto this tile. Oh, it will light the forest on fire. No one's on there. That doesn't matter. It will shove this guy out of the way. That's pretty good. He's not attacking anymore. It will shove this guy into me. He'll take a damage. I have a shield, that's fine. But he won't be alive anymore to stop the spawn. So maybe instead, we don't shoot from where we are. What if we go here? We shoot like this. It'll move the thing. The train can't be shoved. It's fine. It's, you know, that's what that little, I can't show you both, but the arrow with the shield right here, it's stable, so it can't be pushed. All right, turn 1 is done. Look at that. So he attacks first, nothing happens. He attacks second, nothing happens. Other guy's dead, train moves up. Enemy spawns, we blocked 1 of them. All right, let's take a look at turn 2. What do we have? First off, a scion. Scions are these floating jellyfish-looking things. They all do different stuff. Red ones make them regenerate health. Green give them extra health. Purple give them a defense point. Unfortunately, orange makes them explode when they die. We either have to kill the scion first, and then they'll lose the power, or we have to be aware that if, you know, we hurt someone, they'll blow up when they die. So for instance, let's say this guy could do 2 damage. If he moved over here and pushed this guy, you'd push him here, he'd explode and hurt the train. That's not what's gonna happen, but, you know, thinking about it. All right, this guy has got the train in webbing. It can't move unless we break the webbing. Let's do this. 1, that's what that guy's doing. So he is gonna shoot his buddy. Let's kill that guy. Now they don't explode on death. He's blocking a spawn point, and he has a shield, so he won't take damage. He'll hit him, do a damage, set him on fire. So we know the last turn he'll be burning, and that'll take care of itself. What is this guy gonna do? You know, not much. We know there's enemies spawning here, so let's move him up just so he's closer into position. Because, you know, he only can move 3 per turn, so let's get him closer. Enter. You know, he didn't do anything. That's okay. You don't have to do something each turn. Ah, my shield's down. You're fine. All right. A lot more happening this time. He's attacking the train. That's not good. He's attacking the train. Not good. He's attacking a building. Not good, but he has 1 point of health. We know from our turn order, fire damage goes first. He'll die. We don't need to worry. He's attacking this. Okay. So we have essentially 3 guys to worry about. How are we going to do this? I think we're gonna go like this. So we can't kill this guy. Oh, I can't move him down either. That's all right. As long as he's here, it'll be fine. So what we're gonna do, move him because his gun, because it's artillery, it can't shoot right next to you. Oh, wait, I think I wanna move. Though I can't, ooh. Oh, and he'll still, okay. Let's undo the move. I'm thinking about stuff I need to talk about still. So yes, you can undo a move as much as you want. This is a sort of planning. When you act, you cannot undo that. That's like when you say like, I'm gonna shoot here, I'm gonna put up, you know, the shield, I'm gonna repair, which heals a point and removes fire or acid. When you do that, you can't undo your move anymore. There is something you can do, we'll get into in a second, but I'm just seeing how... Well, all right, I guess I'll explain a few other things. So, since I can't stop it from happening, I'll just show a few other things. We don't need to hit this guy. He's, you know, not a danger to us, but there's not much else he can do. So let's kill him, get experience for killing him. We shoved the guy into him, so he took a damage. That's not enough to kill him. He's still going to attack. It's unfortunate. There's no real good way to stop it. We're going to move back. We're going to shoot here. That moves him out of the way. And we're going to go like this. Punch this guy to stop it. Now, let's say I didn't like this. Maybe I'm like, oh, I wanted him to do something else. Once per map, little map like this, not the big island, you can hit reset turn. As I said, you can only do this once per battle unless you're doing one of the pilots, his abilities. You can do it twice per battle. So the whole thing is, remember, you're fighting across multiple timelines, across multiple universes. You have enough energy, breach energy, to go back in time and reset the turn. We used it, we can't use it anymore. Now, as I said, you can undo your moves as much as you want, but we told them to do stuff, and that, you know, that changed things. And finally, punch. All right, that's all we can do. He's going to attack. There's nothing we can do about it, except hope. I said that there's not really any randomness, and that's true for what you do, what the enemies do. It's all a puzzle. You have to solve the best way to get through each turn. That's not to say there isn't some randomness, like what the stores offer you, what you get from the pods that fall down, which you'll see in a bit. And, probably most importantly, grid defense. We have a 15% chance when they attack a building that it won't do anything. Not high, but it is there. Look at that. A 15% chance, you know, it's like making a saving throw if you played D&D or other tabletop RPGs. Do a D100, we got a 1 through 15, so it didn't take damage. That's nice. You know, we have the grid to spare. It's okay if it had taken damage. But it's nice that it didn't. And then when you fill up all your grid, anytime you get more power, it gives you 2% defense. That's how it works. You know, kudos to our weaponry engineers. The Vec never stood a chance. Blah, 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 blah. All right. So, we beat this region. The regions next to it unlocked. We can pick more quests. We got 2 stars because we defended the train perfectly. That's our currency that we spend at the end after we save an island. So you can kind of see what, you know, each zone gives you. You know, do this. If we destroy the dam, we'll get a point. If we kill 5 or fewer enemies, we'll get a point. Our team isn't really great at that. We do a lot of damage. Other team, you know, other robot mech groups are better at like repositioning enemies. So maybe this one, don't kill the volatile Vec. That gives us a thing. And then the power, protect the power generator, which will give us another one of these. Forgotten Hills, take less than 3 grid damage, protect the coal plant, and warning, tidal waves. Tidal waves is actually very good for you. An offshore volcano is causing tidal waves along the coast and may help wash away the Vec. Yeah, it says warning, but tidal waves are your friend. It just means each turn, all the ground, not counting buildings, is going to start washing away. And since you can go in water and they, you know, the non-flying ones can't, that works out in your favor. Sure. Oh, so you can be in water, you can't shoot from water. If you're in water or smoke. Yeah, let's talk about it. Eventually you'll see a time pod. I'll explain that when that happens. Yeah, let's see what they're doing first. Okay. What do we got? So a time pod. If an enemy touches it, it will be destroyed, or if it's hit by an enemy fire. Now, the enemies will never target it specifically, but say I go here and shoot this guy, he'll get pushed into the pod that will destroy the pod. Now, you can either collect the pod by standing on it yourself, or if you just beat the battle and it's still intact, you'll automatically pick it up. And they give you cool stuff. That's how you unlock new pilots, because these are pods from other timelines that have, you know, evacuated and gone flying through space and time and landed here. You unlock other pilots. You can get reactor cores to power up your mechs. Get, you know, new items for free. So they are very good to get. All right, that's that. Now, what are we gonna do? You're attacking him. So long as he moves, we don't really care. So yeah, you can also see what does a tile do. It ground tile. Look in the bottom right. Oh, I'm in the way. Just a second. Whoop. I said. Ground tile. No special effects. Spawn tile. Vec spawning. Vec will emerge here. Any unit blocking this space will take a damage. You know, high tide. This will become water at the start of the next turn. Water. Units cannot attack in water. Most non-flying enemies die. Building. Your power grid is reduced. Coal plant. Objective to defend it. Etc. etc. I'm back. Just like FTL, there's kind of stuff everywhere you go. And yeah, I'm not gonna do it, but like if you click an enemy, you can click the lower left. It shows, you know, how much they move. It shows what type of attack they do. If you play the game yourself, you can look at all of that. I'm not gonna go over every enemy type. All right, so we can't get around this guy because none of our units have flying. That's unfortunate. All right, so first we're gonna move here, shoot that guy so he doesn't hit a build. Next up, let's just kill a dude. Sounds good. Finally, oh, we can go there. That's about it. This is kind of a bad spawn for us, but like, yeah, there's still action available. But there's nothing we really want to do. I mean, sure, we could do this. Push him back a little, start a fire there so they can't stand in it. Was it worth doing? He attacks. He attacks. Enemies spawn. Ugh. Here, I'm like, I'll do this high tide one to show you how that type of thing works. And then getting terrible spawns. So let's pretend for a moment, shall we? This guy and this guy switched positions. Because this is water, if he had spawned here, we could say we can just ignore this guy because environment happens after fire but before enemies. So he'd be in the water, he'd instantly die. Unfortunately, that's not the case. We need to stop him. So let's go like this. He went that way, he's attacking nothing. He went this way, bumped into my shield, took a damage. Cool, good on him. But he's done. All right, we could shoot this guy. It would do 1 damage from the shot, 1 damage from being pushed, and it would do a push into this guy. But he will explode, which will hit the grid as well as this guy. So here's how the question. Do we move him here, punch this guy into here, and turn off their explosion? In which case, this guy will take 1 damage. Okay, why 1 damage? All right, so we punch him into here. I'm sorry, 2 damage. He'll have 1 health. It'll kill this guy when we punch him, but it will also shove him, so he'll take a damage from this guy bumping. This guy shoots here. This guy will bump into him, killing him, but he'll still be alive. He'll do a point of damage. That's 2 points of damage for 3 health. Our other option is we don't punch him. We shoot this way. He blows up. It'll injure our grid. It'll injure this guy. He blows up, injures them. I think we want to save the grid more, because if we lose our grid, it's game over. If you lose a pilot, like if they kill this guy, I don't really want to get him killed, but it's not game over. You will get AI pilots. AI pilots are, it just means you have the mech. Let me see what the, okay, so 1 guy spawned. They're doing that. All right, last turn. AIs don't get skills. You know, this guy at 25 experience, he'll level up, he'll get a skill, and then at, I think 50 for the second one. So the AI pilots aren't as good, but you know, they work. All right, 1, 2, and we can't kill him. So we'll go like this. Now he's shooting in there. This guy hits nothing. Well, I didn't get to insta-kill Mech in water, but we got all our goals. We didn't take 3 grid damage. We protected the coal plant, and we got our bonus objective. The pod wasn't destroyed. Mother Nature comes to our defense. Good thing, blah, blah, blah. What do we get? All right, so we got an item, a passive. Mechs cannot take damage during the player turn. That's good. As you can see, I can't hover over it. If you look at the bottom, there's 2 slots. That means it takes 2 energy to power, 2 reactor cores. So it's a good thing, but it's also pretty expensive to run. Like for 2, dash would be good. Oh, we did get a reactor core though. And so the first thing I'm gonna do, install it into this guy and put on buildings are immune. So now, as you can see from, you know, their little tutorial thing, I can shoot a building to push melee people away from it, and the shot will not hurt the building. Now, where do we go? When there are 3 left, you go to the boss. You can't do the entire island. So we can do 2 more fights. We could do ohmTown and then one of these, or we could do these 2. ohmTown, as you see, only gives you 1 bonus point. If things have 2 icons like this, it's standard. You know, relic, preserve, due to, you know, this, standard. If they have 3 things, which I don't know that you get on the first island pick, because you can pick any of the islands. I just went with this because it's the easiest one. It kind of gets easier to harder left to right, but you know, it's a personal preference. But I think this is the easiest island. When you get 3, you know, this doesn't count. This was a bonus we got during the thing, the time pod. Sometimes you'll get, you know, like 2 things in a electric grid, maybe 2 electric grids in a bonus. That usually means it will be harder because harder enemy, like elite enemies will spawn. 1 means it'll be easier if you look at the top right, defensive shields. On the other hand, bad repairs is not a fun one. So let's just do this. Don't kill the volatile Vec, protect the grid. That's the volatile Vec. It will always explode when it dies. That's why, you know, they don't want you to shoot it, because then it will explode and people will be sad or something. All right. So what do we do? Well, we will take care of that guy so other people aren't exploding. Take care of that guy. We're just gonna shove him. But he's just hitting a mountain. That's fine. We don't care. We don't want to do damage to him because we want him to last all 4 turns. That's our quest. All right. You can't move through enemies. You can move through your own mechs. Just punch that guy. All right, so yes, we did a damage because we pushed him. He still has 3 health. That's okay. We had to, you know, clear out these guys from attacking the grid. And then we're gonna do another damage to push him back so he doesn't hit our tank. There we go. Oh, and I blocked an enemy while I was at it. Stop going up there. All right, I don't think we can stop everything, so here's how we're gonna do this. Move back, we can shoot this guy. We can come up here, shoot that guy, he'll push into there, kill it. So this guy's still gonna attack. We can't do anything about it. This guy's stuck. He could punch this guy, but that would kill him. Our quest, we don't want to do that. You know, Bethany has a shield on her mech, so she's got 3 health in the first place, but she also has a shield, so hey, we're fine. We'll take the hit. Power lost. So our bar went down by 1 up there. Stop it. All right, so we got our building immune. We can shoot the building, push that guy back. Good thing we bought that upgrade. And these guys are webbing us. Webbing is very annoying. We can't move. We can only act. So we're not going to be able to stop him from shooting. The best we can do is just, you know, that's all. That's the best we got. More casualties. Another power grid lost, but we're still in the fight. Okay, oh, hooray, this place is wonderful, blah, blah, blah. Destroy the dam, kill 5 or fewer enemies. All right. Now, the problem is destroying the dam and is good for killing people because it makes a lot of water. That said, it does say to kill 5 or fewer, not kill 0. So let's do this. We move here, bam, hit the dam. Kill the one guy that was here, because he's ground-based, he can't survive in water. I didn't think about that. Let's use our reset. That's why the reset's here, in case you're like, I have a great idea, and then you're like, wait a minute. Oh, it doesn't work. So, if we could get someone, this guy here, to move him out of the way and then destroy the dam, you know, that's thinking ahead. Unfortunately, we can't do that. All right, says we reset. I thought we could do something better. We can't. So let's think about how we want to do this. Well, if enemies spawn over here, which they generally will, you know, we spawn here, so they're going to spawn here. They're probably going to attack this building a lot. So protecting this building seems the safer option because, you know, when they destroy both of these, that'd be bad, but then they're gone. And any ground-based enemy is not going to be able to get over. Oh, hey, we got lucky. Well, this is easy. Let's back them up. Let's start moving up our people. We'll block the spawn because, you know, we want to kill as few people as possible. So let's stop as many people from spawning as possible, right? Makes sense. All right. Now here's the thing. Yes, we're trying to avoid killing people, but we only have 2 turns left. Just get him out. Building's safe. It's fine. Oh, can't go that far. I see. Which way do I do this then? Nah, whatever. I don't want to stay there because, like, yeah, I could take a damage from him, it'd be fine. I could take a damage from it coming up, it'd be fine. I'd only have 1 health left. And that's our pilot, Bethany. Oh, yeah, but... So as I said, your mechs can, like, get killed. And, you know, if you still beat the current battle you're in, you'll keep going, just with the AI pilot. The issue comes in... Yeesh. Oh, there. Yes. Yep. Okay. Each of your pilots also has their own personality. You know, this is like, I was trying to save lives. I wasn't trying, because, you know, your cascading effect. Okay, so she got 25 experience, so she has a skill. Opener. That's one of the new advanced edition ones. Gain boost and 2 move on. The boost is like you do twice as much damage. So on the very first turn, she does twice as much damage and can move really far. So yeah, opener. Like, they could get it. They could get it. You know, if they level up. All right, so pilot's dying. I keep getting distracted by, you know, actually playing the game. If a pilot dies, you keep playing, but you can't bring them with you. So you're like, just like, you know, I brought Bethany. You know, you can pick whatever pilot you want at the beginning. So if she dies, like, we could still do the same thing we just did, but you're like, okay, opener, that seems pretty good. She starts with a shield, so she has defense, and she can move really far and hit really hard on her first turn. I like that. There's a bunch of skills you just get. That's one of the other things that's random in this game, is what skills a pilot will learn. If you save her for your next run, you can use her as is. Like, you know, if we saved her at like this, she would start with opener as well next time. To save a pilot, a few things have... not a few things have to happen. There's a few ways to do it. It's basically don't get them killed. You can still lose. Like, if we lose all the power... the Vec swarm over, you all teleport out because, you know, you're fighting the Vec across the universe. Why are you going to just kill yourself when there's other universes you could still save? Or multiverse, not universe. And then it's like, okay, which pilot do you want to take with you to the next one? Like, essentially, what pilot are you going to follow? If any, you don't have to. You know, you pick one to keep with you for your next run. The other ones go off to another multiverse somewhere. So if you lose all your power, that's one way. If you quit the run, that counts as losing all your power. Or if you beat the game, you get to, you know, all the pilots disperse at the end. They're like, oh, hooray, we did it. Let's get out of here. Everyone leaves. You take one with you. But if the pilot gets killed, you can't bring them with you. You know, if Bethany's killed, you can't bring this Bethany to another timeline. Anyway, so we beat 4 of the 7 possible things. That's how all the islands are. There are 7 total battles to pick. You do 4 of them, and then you go to the corporate headquarters to fight the boss of this section. In this case, we get the Scorpion Leader. This is randomized. It's not that the Scorpion's the first one. It's not the Scorpion's always this guy. The bosses are random. So we have to... And then the boss battles are always the same. Destroy the giant abomination of whatever it is, and protect the corporate tower. All right. Bethany. She hits really hard the first turn, and she moves really far the first turn. Let's put her close to this guy, because, you know, they're the leader. They have a lot of health. Let's get her up on in there to start doing some damage. All right. And all the abominations basically are stronger. So, you know, the Scorpion, we saw them. They bind up a thing and then hit it. This guy binds up everyone around him and then hits for 2 damage all around him. The Fireflies, the guys just go pew and shoot a thing. They shoot both directions for 4, etc., etc. Etc., etc., excuse me. So, let's start with that. That does a few things. A, we did a lot of damage. We did almost half its health in 1 punch. 2, because it's, you know, the boss, it will go first. It's gonna kill this for us. That takes care of the, you know, the Scion. And 3, it's not hitting the building. So how do we want to do this? Maybe we go like this first. Push him away. Then send in our tank. Shoot him. All right. The Vec are taking each other out. Thanks. Oh, that's Aisha. Aisha, what a deep voice you have. It's the helmet. Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't protect all the buildings. 4 buildings are being attacked. We only have 3 people that can only do 1 thing each. All right. That's 1 building taken care of. Now, we could go here, shoot him up. That would take care of this guy, but then he'll hit the building anyway, so, you know, And this is the corporate tower, so we want to protect that, because that's worth more. Like, yeah, sorry, people that are in these other buildings. We're trying to save your life, too, but we can't. You know, maybe we do this. We'll push him out of the way. But more importantly, he'll get killed. So it's like, yeah, he's not going to shoot the building, but he's not going to do anything because the Scorpion leader is taking him out. 112 casualties. The grid is failing. Yeah, we only have 2. I want to at least beat this so you can see what it's like to beat an island. And then I think I'll probably call it good for a run. Like, I don't feel the need to play the whole run out. This is just kind of a, I've never seen FTL. What's going on? There we go. Kill the guy. We're going to get shot once. The shields protect us. We get shot twice. It's still fine. He is burning, though. Now, let's get that guy out of the way. And even better, we'll move that guy in there so we have 1 less guy on our last turn. Take some fire damage. Take a shot. Who cares? Take a shot. Oh, that guy. I mean, who cares about that? And who cares about that? Block a thing. All right. what do we have going on? You're on fire, but you still have 2 health, so we do need to worry about you. You have 1 health. All right. So let's see how we do this. Fortunately, I wish I could get Bethany around here to punch. That'd take care of both of those, but yeah. We'll push them closer. Their shot will miss. That's all they can do. We're gonna take another grid damage, but as I said, I don't really care about this run. Just explaining things. Ugh. More people lost. So yeah, if I was going for a full run, this would be bad, ending with only 1. I did pretty poorly, but all right. So we beat. Oh, perfect island. All right, so we beat the thing. First of all, we did every objective, every single one. When you do that, you get a bonus, a free system or weapon, or something to install on the mechs, a free new pilot, or free. Just it's always 2 grid. Either fill up that or give you more defense if you're full. And we can pick a pilot. It's like, wait, but you already have lots of pilots. Sure, but they don't really do much. This person, after attacking, gain a free tile of movement. So I said you have to move, then you can attack, or you can attack and just not move. Well, this person, Shenrong, can move 1 space after attacking. Like, that sounds pretty good. So let's swap them in. We have a pilot in storage. Now, I said your reputation is your money. We beat the island, so you can use your clout. They will offer... I think they offer, like, maybe more on easy, less on harder difficulties. Just random systems, weapons, stuff like that. So we could buy an electric whip, get the burst beam. We don't really want those. Supplies. They always will offer a reactor core for 3 and more power for 1. So let's get 2 reactors. Okay, we have 2 reactors to spend, but man, I sure wish we had more. Well, you can also donate to the cause, which is to say sell. Like, are we gonna use network shielding? No. Let's sell that. That got us 1 point. We can buy another reactor. Aisha. Do we want to sell Aisha? Well, she'll get us 1. Or we could keep her, because then if someone gets killed, we could swap her in instead of an AI. She can help out this island. We really need more grid power. We'll spend her like that. Okay. We have 3 reactor cores. Well, let's see. What can we do? We can do 3 in here, do a lot of damage. 2 for 1 of those. Put 1, in here for more health. It only has 2 health. Like that. And then that. Yeah, you can undo when you install, like here you can undo, but once you install it and then leave. Oh, no, never mind. I was wrong. You can undo it up until you start. Yeah, sure. Test. Let's get you more health. Let's get you, actually, let's not. Let's put all 3 into more damage. I'm about to quit the run anyways. It doesn't matter. So we secured this island. We can pick any of these. They're all going to be slightly harder because we've beaten 1 island. And yeah, that is how you play Into the Breach. I will get into more specific videos. This was kind of just a generic, here's everything going on. There's a lot to talk about. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this one I find easiest, then this, then this, then this, but other people might think otherwise. And no matter which one you pick first, it will be easier and it will get harder as you go. Once you get a second island secure, doesn't matter which 2, you go to the final area here. You can either go right away and you get, a 2 island victory, or you could do 3 islands and then go, 4 islands, then go. But, if the longer you wait, the harder it gets, but the more you increase your mechs. Abandoned timeline. So this would be like if we lost all our power, it would look like this. Select 1 pilot to continue the fight in your next timeline. So we're like, you know what, Bethany, we like that she has opener. We like she starts with a shield. So we have Bethany, and you can see she still has opener. The other pilots, they went off to other timelines. Hopefully they're doing well. that about does it for this video. It's already gone on longer than I wanted, but you know, in the future, I'm gonna do some more runs and get more specific videos. You know, try out. I did the basic squad. This is your default squad. Maybe you have some of these on like Zenith Guard. Maybe you have these guys unlocked. I don't remember. But you know, this one's just basic. Shoot stuff. Do a little bit of movement. You know, this one is all about setting things on fire. This one, as you can see, the one I've done it on, the Frozen Titans, I have all the achievements, and I have a 2, 3, and 4 island victory. They're all about freezing enemies. The bomber mechs are new. These are all part of Advanced Edition, which is why I don't have them. I've been playing around with them. I really like that, so I might do a run with bomber mechs. And I figure I'll show maybe a custom squad. How I did all 3 of these things in one run. I got a 2 island victory, and I got beat the game with 3 of the same mech, and I got beat the game with 3 flying mechs in a single run. I mean, it took multiple tries because, you know, sometimes I do better, sometimes I do worse, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. But when I did it, I got all 3 with one thing. Maybe I'll show that off. So until next time, you know, help out your local time traveler. They're just, you know, they're from the future. They're trying to help save you. Give them some power. Thanks for watching the video. Special thanks today go to whoever we randomize. Archimedes. Archimedes is pretty good too. You know, thanks Archimedes. You're just a, you know, construction bot, a mining bot used to help find the Vec, and you're doing a bang up job. An Advanced Edition came out for Into the Breach, and I did not know what was going on.